Of course the music's up. Alright, here we go guys. First makeup tutorial. Hi. Nice to see you all again. So I'm going to show you guys what I do to put my makeup on. People think it's crazy that I wear makeup to work every single day, but truly for me it's a very relaxing thing to do because I love doing it. If I was not a nurse, I would probably go the beauty route. I have so many people come to me all the time after I do my makeup and say things like, I can never pull off that turquoise color or whatever. Yes, you can. You just have to be confident. How many times do I tell people these things over and over and over again? Like, whether it's makeup or art of any kind, if you like it, that's what matters. Like, it doesn't matter what other people think. And the more we tell each other that, the more we say that to ourselves, the more we have that positive self-talk, the better. So, let's see, what would I do first? That's what everybody wants to know. This is just like a plain old like Wet n Wild Photo Focus face primer. Just something to get the makeup to adhere to the skin. It kind of, I feel like, gives it a better finish, makes it look a little bit better. So I just put this tiniest little amount on my fingertips, and I just go in. Your makeup is all about you, not about anybody else, okay? I feel like it just gives me kind of like a smooth surface to work off of. But as far as filling in my pores, that one doesn't really get it, okay, for me. So, Best Buds. You see this guy right here? I'm sure you have seen it in pretty much every makeup tutorial you have ever seen in your entire life. This is Professionals by Benefit. It is what I would include in a Holy Grails video. If anybody would like to see a Holy Grails video, I will be happy to do one of those for you as well. For me, I like to just kind of press this in areas where my pores tend to be larger, tend to get clogged more easily. I just cover them with this pore filler. This is just cheap Dollar Tree tape. That's all. Okay? This is how, when I come to work and people are like, oh my gosh, your makeup is on point. It's because I did this, okay? It is nothing else. It is because my makeup goes where I want it to, because I force it to. So, I put it right next to my eye. This tape may or may not be safe for eyes. Who knows? If you don't know and that's a problem for you, you can check out, you know, non-toxic hypoallergenic tapes and let everybody know if you want to. You're always welcome to comment down below. Tell me what you think. Today I'm going to use this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. It is a long-lasting eyeshadow base. It's the original formula. So yeah, the original looks like this. It looks actually a lot like the Professional stuff. It just has like a thicker consistency. And so I just share the love between the two eyes, and I cover everything up to my eyebrows. You see that? Sometimes I even get me like maybe like a brush. Okay, so now we've got a good like solid base set. Let's see what we've got here in the way of palettes, if we want to start there. Look, I work mainly off palettes, y'all. I don't really own single shadows. Like, I feel like I get more bang for my buck with a palette. This is Urban Decay's Ultimate Basic, Naked Ultimate Basics. Y'all, gorgeousness. It is one of my go-tos. This is probably what I'm gonna do to set my base down. Large blending. See this one? This is Wet n Wild, y'all. I got this at the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree. You do not have to spend a fortune on your brushes. These are quality brushes like this. They're just in the right amount of wiggle. They're thick. I just love them. So I think we're gonna go in with the shade Nudie right here. And yes, I realize these come with brushes. And this one, I hate the blending end of it. I like the little packer end. I ain't messing with the other end. So Undies is right here. It's just real pretty like, or Nudie, sorry. It's just real pretty like a little bit darker than my skin tone color. And we're just gonna take that on our brush all over. This is gonna kind of like help us cancel out any redness, yellowness, darkness, kind try to just get us like a smooth, uniform base going. I'm not careful with this, as you can see. Just trying to get a base down. Let's put down like this orangey color. It is Extra Bitter. You see the second one in? So I'm gonna take that same blending brush, y'all. Same one. And if y'all haven't invested in something like this is super cool. I use this one on put on my makeup. This is BH Cosmetics. I think it cost maybe $6. It's a little can with a lid, okay? And inside it's got this hard scrubby thing so that you can use your brush over and over again. Clean it off in between uses. Now you can't just do this all the time. You need to occasionally do deep cleanings and stuff, but it will knock off the color you've already used so that you can go into your next color. This one. Start off clean. These are super beautiful. Like, I love this one. So here's what we do. Where our tape is, we're gonna run this along it. You see that? And then go in towards the center. And just in circular motions, just buff. Buff, 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 buff. You see that? Don't worry about me looking in the camera in a tiny little mirror either. I've got mirrors everywhere. Occasionally you'll see me look in a different direction. It's because I'm looking in another mirror. Okay? Do you see how well this is blending? Just back and forth, round and round and round. Just kind of what looks like a cat eye kind of a situation, right? I'm gonna just try it. That's all I can tell you to do. It's just trial and error. And then this color Blow, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch brushes right now because I don't feel like cleaning it at the moment. This color Blow, it's like a really light color close to my skin tone, but it's got a little sparkle and shine to it. A couple of swipes. Highlight it and bring it in. And you can blend it down into that orange if you want. Just kind of, you're trying to make these colors melt and make sense. You don't want to go in looking like a clown, I mean, unless that's your job. Maybe you do want to look like a clown. BH Cosmetics, take me back to Brazil, yo. So here's what your next layer is gonna be, or mine is. You don't have to do this if you don't want. I'm gonna take like this real pretty cranberry color. If you can see this, it's like the second one in on this row. Just tap, tap, tap. No, look at that. Tap, tap, tap. A little blow. I'm gonna bring this in a little bit closer. This is very basic, but bright and beautiful. Open that eye, girl, get that crease going. Pull it over into this corner. I mean, girl. Well, I am digging what we're putting down right now. So I'm gonna take this one, this brush back that we were blending with earlier, and I'm gonna go into the Modern Renaissance. It has a beautiful orange in it. I do like the brush in this one, but since we're playing with all the other brushes, it's just gonna be in there. They have a beautiful orange shade also called Real Gar. I don't know how that counts in with all the other Modern Renaissance names. If you want to educate me, cool. Do it in the comments. I love it. Here we go. We are going to blend some more of this orange up because I feel like it kind of got lost when we did that. Pink. So, frame at it. This Galaxy sheet. I thought that this was going to be real purple. It is so cranberry and it is so gorgeous. We're going to coat this brush. Beautiful. Such a good amount of coverage with this. I've been doing some really great cut creases with this. Some beautiful halo eyes. This palette in particular is very shimmery. So if you like a good shimmer, and shine. This one's great. Shimmery color, right? I'm just putting this all over the lid. A lot of people teach you how to do a halo eye by leaving the middle empty and coming back, which is a beautiful technique. It always works out. Those people look amazing, I'm not gonna lie. But this is going to be your quick way to that kind of a look, okay? So just work this in until you get the coverage you want on your lid, okay? God, I'm already loving this. Cool. So here's what I'm telling you I'm gonna do. I am gonna spray this brush this time. I'm gonna use this little, like, kind of like a pencil brush from BH, and some of the BH Pro Studio or Studio Pro. Sorry, I've got to start making videos when I feel better instead of sick. Energy's low. I'm so sorry. Spray a little bit of that on there, wipe it off so it's wet but not like soaking wet, and I'm gonna take a little bit of that Prometheus. It's so and I'm gonna stick it in the middle and pop it right here, and it's just gonna give me a little bit of a shine. Now obviously you could use a wider brush and really go in with this and make something that's just like, holy crap, look at her. What did she do? That's so gorgeous. And you're gonna be like, oh, I just use a little BH Cosmetics, that's all. You like? And they're gonna be like, yeah, we like. Do you see? I just legit created a halo eye like that. Also, sometimes I take Milky Way, right here, add it, and you can see I've done it because there's like pinky stuff in it. And it just adds a little more dimension because it's a little more silvery purple, but it's still in your purple range, so it goes, you know, with the look we're creating today. But do you see how it almost like makes you look like it's like your eyeball is wet almost? Like, what is happening? So this is once again Wet and Wild. I'm not trying to break anyone's bank, especially my own. And I'm just gonna I want it to look natural, like it's just wet. Like I didn't do anything to it. I just lucked out and had like this super thing, another BH Cosmetics. Push it in and pull it. You guys, it's not hard. It's really not. Another super favorite thing, and y'all, we're done with the eyelids, like done. Okay, and it's mostly just me talking. By the way, this is a nurse's show, obviously. Like, I'm a nurse. A lot of my friends are nurses. Like, how can we possibly have a show where I don't discuss things about nursing well, right? If you have seen the Alex Lovell video, I'm sure you've seen it. What do you think? Like, I am impressed that sister could keep her cool in that moment. Good for you. Like, you made him look like a jerk. B, what a jerk. Like you can't step outside your bounds. Like, there's a policy in place, and good on her for following it and not listening to you. And C, like, that's what we're told to do. FYI, if you didn't know, nurses are supposed to explicitly follow their policies, especially if it involves another workforce, i.e. the police. Like, that's why those policies are supposed to be set in place to keep us safe, to keep our patients safe. And that's part of the HIPAA violation situation, is she was protecting that patient's identity and rights point blank. Like, This is none of your business. You're not supposed to be in here. So there's been a few more articles out, and tell me what you think about those. I've read that the hospital she works in has changed their policy, and there can be no police officers in the patient care area anymore. And they have to hit a checkpoint with the house soup. If you've ever met a house soup, by the way, do not mess with her. Do not mess with the house soup. She is not here to play. She does not have time to play with you. So try that crap with her and see what happens. Mr. Or Officer Payne, whatever you want to be called now. I've also seen articles that he was fired from his job as a paramedic. I've also seen that he was suspended from his duties as a detective with pay. Really? He just got a free vacation on his Labor Day weekend. Congratulations. I've also seen that the FBI is now investigating that police office. So what are your thoughts? Sound off below. I want to know what you think. Your nurses, like, that's the last person you expect to be afraid of, is another essential personnel, another emergency personnel, someone who has a job similar to yours, i.e. that he works with the public and he's supposed to keep them safe. And you would assume he would care about your safety. So please, below, comment, tell me what do you think, and I'll be glad to listen to it. Okay. It is Super Cat Skinny Eyeliner by Soap and Glory. We'll see if it has enough ink in it. I love this liner. The tip is super tiny. It is firm, but it's like not too firm. So I can try and get me a nice crisp line without tugging on my line, without tugging on my eyes, which is a problem I have frequently. So I'm gonna put this on. I may have to use the other mirror. I'm sorry. We'll see if I can get close enough to you to let you see me do this. I know winged eyeliner freaks people out. This, life changer. Watch. So we are gonna go in on our right eye first. I always do it first, just because I guess I'm right-handed. But you can lay it right down. And I kind of tend to work from the middle. You do what's best for you, but it gets such a tight line along your lashes that your homegirl right here is obsessed. Just keep moving. That's all you gotta do, keep moving. Like Dory, just keep swimming. Just keep moving all the way till you hit the tape. If you want to go across the tape, that's fine. Like, there's no shame in that. And then I just follow it. And every now and again I open up my eyes. Take a little peek. It's okay. You gotta take a peek. Check that out. I will have a perfectly winged eye that people are like, how did you do that? How did you get there? Like, I don't get it. Y'all, I use tape. Okay, you see how, like, I'm making a mistake? That's okay. Just make your liner thicker if you make a mistake, if you need to. I mean, no joke. Have you seen how thick some people line their eyes? Also, have you seen wiggle brows? No, ma'am, not on this channel. Also, comment below. What do you think about wiggle brows? You're so stupid. Okay, artistically, sweet. You want to make a awesome Instagram picture? Great, you go, girl. You gonna leave the house in that? That's what we're working with. What do y'all think? I think it's turned out pretty. This is another BH Cosmetics product I love. I'm learning how to use Studio Pro HD Brow Liner. I like a more natural brow. I'm not into all these crazy things, as evidenced by my rant on the wiggle brow. These super harsh brows, like, I love that brows frame your face, and I get that, but at the same time, like, I'm not trying to look crazy. Like, I'm not going to any kind of Hollywood whatnot. I'm not on camera, unless I put myself there, obviously. So, like, to me, I want more of a natural look. My eyebrows tend to be pretty full on their own. Sometimes I have a little bit of a patchiness, and a lot of times that's my own fault. For over plucking one area or the other. So we did the hard part, okay? This is the fun part. You ready? Super sticky tape, pull it off. Boom. That's how I get to work looking the way I do, y'all. It is not any kind of magic science. It is tape. Tape did this. I use this concealer under my eyes. It is hard candy. Color corrector. I'm a nurse. Night shift. 3 kids. So I have dark circles. Or do I? Like, I work 6 out of, what do? I do 6 shifts in a row. So I can be off 8 in a row and be with my babies. People think that's nuts. And it probably is. And it's probably part of my black circle problem. But it means the world to me to be with them all the time. So I'll take these little black circles. And also, I don't know if y'all noticed, like, underneath this one, I have kind of like a little freckle hanging out. It's always been there. It's not new. I don't need to go to the doctor for it, don't worry. But this just kind of like erases it. If you've ever used Benefit Cosmetics Erase Paste, this kind of does the same situation. Time for a little mixology. I bought this. I was so excited. I heard good things about it. This is CoverGirl Healthy Elixir in the shade Ivory. It is their lightest shade, y'all. I've looked. Why? Like, where's porcelain? Where's classic? Like, classic ivory. Like, it looked on the shelf like it was going to be great. Like, it was going to be my color. Let me just give you a little pump. You see that? On what planet is that? Your lightest shade. Little palette. I think I paid $5 for this on Amazon. It came with a really cool scraper that I use for all kinds of various things. If you like it, Amazon, yeah. So I take the little middle hole. I don't know why I always go for the middle one. Put a couple pumps of that. I thought I would use L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow with it, but I feel like that one's even like a little bit dark for me in their lightest shade. It's a little pinky. Might work. Like, check, peep this, right? Look. Right. Am I right? That's ridiculous. Okay, so I think we're gonna go with this Infallible Pro Glow. It is a very soft, very dewy finish, and we are gonna mix it with this Healthy Elixir to get a little bit better coverage. And we're gonna go in. It's like that. It's like this. I like to dot it on my cheeks. A little on my nose. I don't care to put too much on my nose because I just don't want to look like a cakey mess. But y'all, this Healthy Elixir, it smells amazing. And like I said, I'm loving BH Cosmetics. These are their BH Pro concealers. I mix their lightest shade 100 with the white just to make sure my under eyes look like on point. Some days I hit that point, some days I don't. I'm not a mixologist, like it's not what I do for a living, so I'm sure I make missteps all the time. BH has some brushes that I got. The cool thing about BH is they do these things called hauls, and it'll be like one of the palettes you're dying to buy, and they'll have like a set of brushes with it that you might not have bought otherwise. So I've gotten several brushes that way. This is a number 24, who knows from what set. It's my go-to concealer. Like, I mix it, and then, see how light that is? Thank you, BH, for your white concealer. because otherwise this would not be happening for me right now. Roll down the nose, tip of the nose, make like a little forehead flower. I definitely mixed way too much, that sucks. I've got these little cups I could probably hide it in and use it again. So give it a go, just like that. So our contour looks good. I know I look crazy. You will too when you do your makeup. Things we do for beauty are excessive, and I freaking love it, to be honest. Halloween's coming up. Super excited. Literally live right down the street from Spirit of Halloween this year. So I'm excited about that. Alright, handy dandy beauty sponge. So we're gonna bake our eyes, which just basically means baking our under eyes and stuff. Like, let's set this makeup. We don't want it to go anywhere, right? We work 12-hour shifts. We don't have time for all that. So what I like to do is I like to get my beauty blender again, since it's nice and damp, and I like to go into this Coty Air Spun. It is that old lady powder that you get for a few bucks at the store, you know, like Walgreens or whatever, Walmart, and just boom. Yes, I will look crazy. If I went to work like this, people would be like, Lindsay, what are you doing? And I'd be like, baking. And they'd be like, you can't be baking up in here. And I'm like, shut up. Whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's called vlogging. Here it is. You can see I use that color a lot because I'm so fair. BH Cosmetics. This is my favorite. It's a lot like, you know, NARS Ida. Tarte has a brush. It's like that flat, kind of dense, firm thing. But it's not as flat as theirs. And I think it gives more of a chisel for me. So I usually use more of this and just a touch of that. And I start kind of like, see where my hair falls down to there? I just follow this line. Don't get too close to your mouth, it'll look weird. So I kind of just pat right there. See where I've already kind of got like a, and I don't try not to go any farther than like right here. And so you can give it kind of a curve, follow your cheek, and then go up. Never buff down. It'll look so weird if you buff this downward. And just kind of a little swirly swirl. And you see the difference. Okay. A little more. Do our jaw. Okay, let's face it. When I say I need to lose weight, I ain't kidding. Alright, so did you see how easily that happened? Jaw, cheeks, chisel, forehead. We get a little bit of a, I like to go kind of right here, flat, and then skinny, flat, skinny. And it just kind of just makes you look like, feel the music, looking better. This one I use on my nose. It's one of those little, it's like kind of like a hairbrush or something. Skinny. I take the lightest shade only, brush it. Bring it in, sister. See that? Bring it on in. If you have a different skin tone than me, and you ever want me to come over and use your makeup and practice on you, I would love to do that. If you have the same skin tone as me and you want me to come and help you out, I would also be super happy to do that as well. Just let me know. If we're friends, DM me. If we're not and you live near me, and you can DM me, do it. If you can't, like, send me a message on here and say, hey girl, if you've got some free time. I'm always off for 8 days at a time, and during the school year the kids are at school, so I got time to do this. So go back in with that brush I've been using. I did. Also, if you're one of my friends and you're watching this and you've been asking me to sell Unique, you've been asking me to sell lip scents, the answer is no. I'm happy for you. I'm so happy that you found a passion for yourself and thing that you love. I love all makeup. I'm not going to exclude makeup, and I'm definitely not going to sell something I don't know if I believe in or don't believe in. I might try it at some point, but I can't afford Unique. The answer right now, as of right now, is no. If you have messaged me, just so you know. Next thing I'm going to do is butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. I love this, guys. Oh my god. It's like a fresh summer's day. Why am I not at the beach moment? Okay, so I'm going to use a little more diffused contouring brush from Wet n Wild. You see that? Wet n Wild. Now I'm just going to swipe. And I'm just going to give this a little bit more of a brightening effect. Get your hair out of there. So, let's bronze up this nose. Basically, when it comes to bronzer, it's places you want to hit. Like maybe they would get sunlight during the day and they would tan, right? But then I also kind of like use it as a contour. Some days I use only bronzer to contour with, and it gives me a much lighter look. Like in the winter, I may skip the contour and just use bronzer because I'm gonna be a lot lighter. I'm a ghost. I don't know what to tell you. So, what do you guys think? I think that's perfect there. Sometimes I go under the lip, maybe with that little, like another one of these. Just, it gives you the illusion that your lips are bigger because they're hanging over it, right? Does that make sense to you? Like, oh, yeah. That's how people do that there, by the way. A little chin contour. What do you think? I just tricked you into thinking I lost 15 pounds. You're welcome. Now you know how. Where are we? We are so close to done, you guys. Okay, so take a big fluffy brush. All that baking. Gone. Boom. Do it again. Side. Brush it away. God, y'all, I really quite like this music. And then I'm just gonna use it to kind of blend it. And like, this looks, make it look more real, y'all. Maybelline Fit Me. Only ever so slightly. All over. It's gonna kind of set it for us. It's gonna kind of melt our makeups together. Make it look a little more like skin, knock the shine off. Cosmetics. It has this beautiful bronzy color right here, and this beautiful peach, like cheeky color. So this nice little Wet n Wild right here, right here. You see this little guy? Yeah. If you see my Wet n Wild brushes and you think they're pink, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, Lindsay, all you use is pink eyeshadow, all you use is blush, what are you doing? Wet n Wild brushes are pink on the end. So you know, I'm not crazy. So I'm gonna dip it into this bronzer a little bit. Just a little bit. And just kind of warm up like I'm been to the beach a little bit. Okay, see, a little bit of shine goes a long way, right? A little bit of shine goes a long way, Lindsay. Let's put some more color into our cheeks, shall we? I'm gonna kind of grab the bristles and swirl right on the apples. You see that? Ooh, we got some color. How's that? What else do we need to do, guys? Eyelashes and under eyes and some highlighter and some setting spray are left. Like I said, obsessed with also using these eyeshadows as highlighters. I mean, look at this, sister. I'll show you this eyeshadow. So bright, so stunning. And I'm just gonna swipe it through there and see. It just brings, highlighter brings life back that you've gotten rid of. You know, essentially with your, look at that, with your, you know, all your powders and your foundation, they steal that light, right? So, gotta put it back. You could even use this one like I've been using, right? Down the middle. Did you see how that happened? On the end. Yes, 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 yes. Cupid's bow. Alright, under eyes. To get that doll-like appearance in your eyes, I am obsessed with the NYX Professional Faux Whites in Baby Powder Blue. Looks like this. So, this is just a slight tug, okay? And look down, look at the camera. Alright, waterline. This pencil comes in so many colors, I may have to go get some more. They're pastel, really light like this, almost white. There is a white one, I think. But, see how it looks kind of like how a doll looks? It's because that's how they paint a doll, right? Like they paint a little white line before they paint their eyelashes. Benefit Roller Lash. I'm sure you've seen it. If you've ever watched a makeup tutorial in your entire life, you've seen it. Just to kind of like brush out anything that may have gotten stuck in there eyeshadow wise, right? Close them, open, squeeze. You know, I want this to be about getting to know each other, and I want it to be interesting to you. I mean, I'm making this content for you guys. I enjoy doing it, but it's really because I want people to enjoy it. So, roller lash, really kind of like, this is getting old, like I need a new one, really. So it's a little dried out, I think. But it kind of like does what it says, like it curls your lashes, kind of like wearing hot rollers. So I like my lashes really curled, so they don't bump up against my glasses all night. I can't hang for 12 hours with contacts. If you can, kudos, good for you. Mine get dried out and I get miserable and I can hardly see, especially staring at the computers. Click, click, click in boxes. So, lip liner from BH Cosmetics, waterproof lip liner. And it is in the shade Samantha. And this is what it's gonna look like. Whoop. I have been using this, haven't I? It's rounded. Okay, little brushes, getting close. I try not to overline like crazy person at work because people notice it and they're like, what are you doing? One day I wore red lipstick and I like got the response, like, and it wasn't even like a really true red, it was like a really orangey red. But it was like every person I came into contact was like, oh my god, Lindsay, look at you, you're all dolled up. I was like, I wear makeup every shift. What are you guys even talking about? And it was the lipstick. Like, I didn't mean to be all crazy, but I guess it just was like so different because I wear a nude lip, light pink lip most of the time. Okay, so what I did was I lined my lips and then I brought it in. So like my lips are totally covered in Samantha. Stick with like lip glosses over it or like Urban Decay lipsticks. This is shade 500, something about peach. I don't know. It's a really old Neutrogena and I probably should retire it, but there we go. I think it's a little sparkle and shine. Who doesn't like a little sparkle and shine, right? And done, boom. This is what I do. I love this. It doesn't take me nearly this long if I'm not talking and trying to entertain. I'm very new at this. If you hate it, I'm so sorry you watched it. If you don't hate it, thank you so much. If you're gonna try this look and you want to ask questions, do it down below. I would love to see your looks. If you want to post pictures of yourself trying my looks, that would be so super cool. All the things we talked about, sound off below in this video, or post on my page if you want me to do something. My name is Lindsay. This is what it is. This is what we came up with today. I hope you like it. Check me out on Instagram and Snapchat. I'll be taking photos with this look for you there. I always do my eye on Tumblr. I'm so happy you're here with me. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you help me with my content, and that this is a product that you guys enjoy. Well, this is the look for today. This is the conversation for today. I hope you loved it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.